Welcome to this look at a ton of new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, these are mods and updates for Friday the 2nd of August. Giants dropped them quite late, 6 PM, just after 6 PM UK time. There's quite a lot of them. There's a lot to get through. I did a lot of prep last night, but just couldn't get it all done. So that's why it's coming out today. Updates: the map Offlam 22 by map Desing01. That's new to console. It doesn't say it in the description, but I have not done a mod review on that, a map tour on that. The WSVS Planter by Dogface BDBSSB. The Fiat 70C Fiat Alice AD7C by Farmer Boy. The CNH 12 row Folding Corn Head Pack by Jolly Farms Modding. The Tigle Tomahawk 8250 by JHHG Modding, which you can see in front of us, that is also new to console, and the Modular Shed by Nailu have all had updates, so we'll crack straight on. We've got the Tigle Tomahawk 8250, 12.52 megabytes download, 8 slots. It will hold 2 bales. It's by JHHG Modding. The Teagle stuff, we've had a lot of that coming out recently. There are 2 in this pack. There's a trailed one, as you can see here, and there's a 3-point link mounted. And the great thing with these, I don't think I showed it on the previous one a few days ago, whenever the last mod review was. This rear ramp with that bar on it will allow you to put a second bale on it. So once it shreds the first bale, you just then lift that up and push the second bale in. First bale, second bale. Did I say second and second? It doesn't matter, I've got a lot to get through. Anyway, if we come down to... I'm losing my mind. Animals. So you go 8250T and the 8250M. That's the 3-point link mounted. No options available. You get it just like that. This one, we do have the option of tyres, Continental or Trelleborg. And the Trelleborg, we have got that and that. Those are the options. So, I don't know why I turned the engine off. It's because I don't normally have it running. So, we fold or unfold the straw blower, which will put the pipe out like that. R1, we do have the option of tip side, unloading via the side slide, which is the slide there, or via chute, which is blowing it out. So you can run along the side of a trough and put it in, or you can blow it. I'm trying to think what were our options on this. Oh, no, don't want to go that way. That one does that up and down, as you can see. Let's get it back in there. There we go, don't want to do that. And then side to side does that, up and down. What's up and down doing? Nothing at the moment. L1, right stick side to side does that, up and down does that. So that's for our chute. And then L1, R1, left stick side to side does that rear bar, which folds up underneath, but that allows you to hold a bale in place. And then right stick side to side, we can adjust the chute down there, side chute, for where you want to place your straw. And then we've got a little bit of raise and lower on the actual arm itself. If you want to unload here, that's on the blower, and obviously we've then got the option to raise, lower, move like so. Let's turn that off, stop unloading. If we switch then to unload via side slide, and then we unload here, folds that away and it just puts it down the side slide as if you were running like that. Now, so once the bale runs out, you can put the other one in and carry on going. Lovely job. The Tigle Tomahawk 8250 by JHHG Modding. So the first of the mods, that's an updated mod but is new to console. First of the mods then is this. This is a slightly different one. This is the Liftable FillTypes by Yoss. We've had liftable bales, liftable pallets. This is Liftable FillTypes, 0.01 megabytes download. These are standard in-game pallets, which previously you couldn't lift. There is a list on this. I'm going to put it up on the screen because it's a lot to read out. But the list in effect... I've lost it. I really have lost it. There we go. So it does say that if something is still not liftable after all the various different packs that Yoss has put out, the original object is just too heavy. For DLC pallets, there's the Liftable Pallets mod. These objects will be liftable. Base game big bag pallets, base game production pallets, so anything produced. Mod map crops, become lighter weight: alfalfa, linseed, field bean, flax, peas and lentils. Then pallets from crops from these mods will be liftable or lightweight. I'm not going to read through all of them, like I say, they should be up on the screen now, but all those different mods have been added in. And then at the bottom it lists some things that are not liftable. So like I say, these are base game, these are not liftable pallet mod or anything like that. And as you can see, 2000 litre IBC becomes liftable, seed pallet. And if you're running any of the base game productions, any of the pallets that come out with the productions will become liftable with this mod. So the Liftable FillTypes by Yoss. There are way too many for me to put them all out and show you all of them. It's going to be one of those things, trial and error, but look through that list and keep referring back to the changelog, and that will assist you in your endeavours. Next, we've got the Traffic Cones and Barricades. This by FlintTown Modding. 5.77 megabytes download. These are 1 slot each. These are also liftable, because when you get them, they appear in the store. You don't place them on the map. Even the concrete is liftable. You can do it with forks if you want to. And we've got various different options for barriers. This one here with lights on. This one without the lights on. That one single. This one doubled, both sides. And this one doubled with lights and sandbags. And then we've got the hazard marked concrete barrier there as well, which is slightly smaller. Under build modes, what am I talking about? It was under miscellaneous, tools and miscellaneous, because as I said, you don't place them like regular stuff. There you go. 50, 150, 150, 100 for the barricade. These options, none, as you can see. Then the traffic barricade, we've got single without sandbag, double without sandbag, with lights without sandbag, then with sandbag, single, double, back again. And then we've got the road barricade there as well, 150. And like I say, when you buy them as normal. They will appear in the shop front area, so where your vehicles would normally spawn, and you can pick them up, throw them into the back of a pickup, low loader, flatbed, whatever you want, to take them out to a scene or an area or whatever you want to do with them. That's the Traffic Cones and Barricades by FlintTown Modding. Next we've got the Old Farmhouse. This is by Bartson V3, 7.56 megabytes download, 13 slots, 14,000 to buy. Under build mode and farmhouses is where you will find it. Sleep trigger at the front. You can't access the building. It looks like this. There's no colour options available or anything like that. It comes just as it is. That's by Bartson V3. Next to that, we've got the Old Ruined House. Also a sleep trigger. This by Jurij and SideCee, I think it is. 10 slots. 20,000 to buy, 23.39 megabytes download. There's a lot of detail on this. Also under build mode and farmhouses. Again, you can't go into the building, but it's ruined, it's dilapidated. It's like a spooky mansion type thing. Anyway, sleep trigger at the front there. Build mode, farmhouses, the Old Ruined House by Jurij and SideCee. Next we've got the pack of 5 metal sheds. This is by Adub Modding ABP team featuring BSM. There are 2 slots each, 0.8 megabytes download for the pack. There's no colour options on these. We're going to build mode and sheds. You see them all here. So 6,000 for the open shed. This one here, which is open at the front and back, but well, it depends which way around you place it, but the long side open on both sides, 6,250. This one, 6,500, closing on 3 sides, open at the front or back, depending on where you put it. 6,500 for the straight through, and then 6,750 for the closed in but longitudinal. Is that how you say it? Like I said, we go to place that. You can rotate them around for placement. They're not 90-degree only, and there's no colour options on those. You get them just like that. None of them have lights either. There's no lighting underneath, so no light switches for me not to find, which is always nice. Nice sized buildings, really nice price as well. So if you're looking for a shelter, barn, storage space, whether it be for bales or whatever, again, I always say this, whatever you want to store in them is entirely up to you. Great price, nice looking buildings, quality stuff. That's the pack of 5 sheds metal by Adub Modding ABP team featuring BSM. Next we've got the metal shed with workshop and office, which is right behind me. This is by JDModding ARG. I think I just put JModding ARG. That's very bad of me. I shall double check. I'm sure it's JDModding ARG. Yes, JDModding ARG. Just here. This is 18.3 megabytes download, 43 slots, 95,000 to purchase. You will find this under, I think it's under sheds as well. This wasn't under, sometimes workshops are under tools. Yeah, there you go, just there. Slot count will come down to 2. This one again, no colour options. You get it just as it is. rotation like so. We can't open the main door. Oh, hang on, yes we can. I couldn't get it to work before. Oh, that's cool. There you go. Does the side one, then the next one rolls. We've got our office here. Please open. Sleep trigger inside. I mean, it does everything. It's kind of a all-in-one. It's very cool. So sleep trigger, office, kitchen. Oh, yeah, we can live here if you wanted. I mean, you probably shouldn't do. I'm pretty sure there are rules against that. Workshop trigger inside the main part of the building, just here. So sleep trigger, workshop. I mean, it does say. Oh, it says shed with workshop and office. It didn't say farmhouse, but technically. And then we've got another door, just here. A single slider with workshop inside. Light switch. That's a jolly good point. Is it on the wall here? Oh, there we go. It's on our lights for our workshop. Nice big space. Really nice. I love the fans moving on top. Mods like this that have those little... It's that sort of thing you'll probably use it 95% of the time. Probably wouldn't pay the blindest bit of notice. Just bring your vehicles in and out, do your workshop stuff, and off you go. Little details like that. Just keeps the air circulating, lets the heat out. Very cool indeed. The medium shed with workshop and office by JDModding ARG. Next, we have got... Oh, yes, over here. I'll just jump to that. Bear with me. Also very cool, and I hope it works. This is the Irrigation Placeable. Now, it's just a decorative thing. There are a couple of downsides to it, but it is very cool. Unlike the previous one we had before, this is by Perla 196PQXR. 4 slots, 10,000. Unfortunately, it's not scalable. 3.29 megabytes download. You get this pumping bit here. Obviously, these won't necessarily be on. It depends if you've got your information sort of boxes on. And these go out into the field. However, these do have collisions on them. And this isn't a rent system either. You pay 10 grand, and then if you want to remove it, you remove it. So you can have the irrigation system in the field, and it looks really cool when it's operating to simulate that immersive thing of we're irrigating our crops. They don't actually do anything in game, but it does look very cool. And then if you want to remove them ready for harvest, you've then in essence wasted 10 grand. I mean, you make a bit of money back, but not your full 10 grand back. So it depends what's immersion worth. I mean, you know, what do you feel like it is a worthwhile thing? So if we do this, right, so we've got a button here, action on or off, and that should open up that one there. Depends how it's showing. Now, when I first put this down, it wouldn't work. I could not get this to work at all. I saved the game, came out, came back in, and then it worked. Now, you do have to pause. When you come to it, it doesn't... Interestingly, this one changes from on and off. This one stays on for some reason. If you press start, so I press circle, and then just wait a couple of seconds, please work. Don't make me look stupid. There we go. Irrigation system. Now this should probably be a bit further in the field, but that's actually really cool. The sound effects as well. The heads are rotating, so you get this whole irrigation. I think it's brilliant. It's really very, very cool. But I say you would need to remove it because it does have collisions, so your vehicles will hit these. But that's really cool as an immersive add-on to the game. And then when you want to turn it off again, there's a bit of a pause. So if I do that. Anyway, while that's not turning off, under... Where were these? I did write it down. I thought I'd written it down. Under build modes. There might have been decoration, was it? There we go. Irrigation Placeable. 10 grand. You'll see the size of it. I don't know if you can see the markers. There you go. See the markers? How far out they go? And this says small. It says for small fields. I'm pretty sure that's what the details said. Decorative animated irrigation sprinkler system. Just say wait a few seconds. Can't find that bit. Anyway. And then place it wherever you want across your fields, around your fields. But like I say, because there's not multiple, you haven't got... Oh, there you go. It's turned off now. You haven't got different size ones. So you are kind of... It's an all or nothing kind of thing. Anyway, that being said, it's still very cool. I do like it. Irrigation Placeable by Perla 196PQXR. Next, We've got this. This is the Cowshed with Garage by Bartson V3. 12.53 megabytes download, 15 slots, 35,000 to buy. It will hold 15 cows under build mode, and animals is where you'll find it. What's nice is everything's nicely labelled for people like me. If you've got your icons showing, the slurry point is just here. This bit here says show props. Now, if I open the door here, I'm going to show you it first because there's props inside here. This door does open and close. This is your feed trigger. Your straw bedding trigger is just in there. And then we've got lighting, so we can turn lights on outside. We've got a dialogue box. We can open the door here as well for our 15 coos. And then to the side here we've got a milk point. It's got the milk churns. Then here we've got turn on lights. I think that does the interior lights. There you go, interior lights on. Then on the outside bit here, please open. We've got another light switch just in here for our kind of storeroom in here. But what I'm going to do now is go to the end, because where it says on here, show props or hide props, which is really cool, the only thing I found was it only removes the props on that end, which seems a bit weird to me. There's a lot of props and a lot of space you could utilise, I guess, and it seems weird that the only thing you can remove is just these ones here. Of all the space, I don't know. But I mean, you can. There you go. You can hide and remove the props there on the end. Lighting, bedding, feed, slurry, milk, all the things you need for a growing cow population. That's the Cowshed with Garage by Bartson V3. Next, I think I've alluded to this. Probably haven't done the thumbnail yet, but this is very cool. I don't think I've encountered something like this before, not from console anyway. This is Ambient Noise or Ambiance. We can add some ambiance to our maps. This by No Modding, 2.52 megabytes download. These are 1s and 2s in slots, and they're small placeables, but when you get closer to them, they add sound effects. Now, whenever we heard seagulls, wherever we were, God rest his soul, my dad always did the same joke. Our house was nowhere near the sea, but if you saw a seagull, he'd say, "Oh, the tide's coming in," every single time. And as soon as it really hit me a little bit. It was very cool hearing that, because that went straight into my head. I thought, "Oh, tide's coming in." Anyway, there's that one. This one with the tree stump. Woodland sound effects. Over here. This is just birds tweeting, so seagulls, there are birds tweeting on that one, but that's also got other woodland sound effects. This is just birds tweeting, and then over here, you have to really listen though. I'll be honest, I struggled with this one. I'm not sure if this one's not working. Oh. Hear that? There's a dog barking in the distance. Don't know why it's not working closer up. Maybe the trigger's slightly off with the sound effect. But anyway, but don't worry, there are different options on these as well. If we go to decoration, others, so this is where you'll find them. So you've got seagull, you've got quiet, medium and loud. So you can choose. They're only 10, and like I say, slot counts are 1s and 2s anyway. So on your map, if you just want to add something in, wherever it might be, just a bit of extra ambient sound, ambiance. Again, quiet, medium and loud. Quiet, medium and loud on the bird chirping, and then dog barking. I did go for the dog barking loud. I'm going to put another one in. I'm going to put it a bit further away so it's not overlapped by one of the others. And we'll go over to it because you can kind of hear in the distance maybe, but anyway, I like that. That's nice. So that's the Ambient Noise by No Modding. Next we've got seasonal tents, which are just over here. The seasonal tents are by Zgorzknialec. 2.52 megabytes download. These are 5 slots, 7 slots, 12, I don't know, 5 slots, 7 slots, 12 slots, 5 slots. That makes sense. So this one start off with, this is 5 slots, this is under farmhouses, sleep trigger, just here. The next three are decorative with different objects inside. Now these are seasonal, so the objects inside will change over time. Now, part of the mystery and excitement of this is I'm not going to go through all the seasons and show you them. If you're interested in these, put them in, see as they go through the seasons. That's pretty cool. It does say they're not there during winter because it's a bit too cold to be in the tents here. Note, tents disappear during winter. So you've got that one there, this one here with a bit of extra decoration in it, and then this one here with the hammocks in. These are decorative, and they will change over time. Build mode and farmhouses. There you go, 2,500 for the seasonal tent farmhouse trigger. Then if we go to decoration, others, just here, again 2,500 for the various decorative options. That's the seasonal tents by Zgorzknialec. Next we've got this, and this is also very cool. This is also by Zgorzknialec. This is the field weather station, 0.19 megabyte download, 2 slots, 3,000 to buy. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove it. I just want to show you it first. I'm going to remove it, and what we'll do, we'll go into the menu here, and we'll go to our weather. If we scroll across, we get 12 hours worth of weather forecast. 9 AM, and it rolls through until we get through to there, 12 hours worth. But if we go into here and we go to tools, is where you'll find it. It's just there, 3,000. Slot count comes down to 2. And we place that. So our weather station has now been placed, and we now have 24 hours of weather forecast, allowing you to look a bit further ahead on what might be happening. So it changed it from 12 to 24 hours worth of weather forecast. That's cool. That's a neat bit of kit, that. Field weather station by Zgorzknialec. Next, also by Zgorzknialec, we've got these. This is the American Verandas, outhouses, garden houses, however you want to refer to them. You can put them on the back of a building directly. You can put them a little way away from the back of the building, maybe have a little covered bit over it, little pathway, whatever you want to do. 3 different designs with different stuff in them. You can't actually go into them, but they add a bit of decoration. This one's obviously people have just moved in and they're preparing. And then this one here, depends which way around you want to place them. That's entirely up to you, of course. Also under build mode and decoration. Under others, you probably just saw them as I was scrolling through. Just there, 10 grand each, and the slot counts come down to 1 from, oh, I didn't say what they were. This is 4.31 megabytes download. It's 13 slots for that one. It is 8 slots for that one because that's just got the boxes and stuff. And then the third one we looked at was 17 slots. The American Verandas by Zgorzknialec. Lovely. Next we've got these. And these are the this is the greenhouse pack by Grimlock RRC, 0.82 megabytes download. They're 8 slots each. We've got a small, medium and a large, 3,000, 5,000 and 10,000 to purchase. Now these do say they will run at twice the speed of the standard in-game one. So I've got a standard in-game one just there, and these were all set off at the same time. Now the weird thing about these is it does say in the description, and that could be for PC only, which is unusual. It does say to produce, it will be necessary to provide water, seeds and fertilizer. On console, just water. That's all it's requiring. Under build mode, production and greenhouses, there we go, just there. And it just says water, and that's all it's asking for. So 3,000, 5,000, 10,000. The slot counts come down from 8 each, I said, didn't I? Down to 1. So if we click on it, no, that's the water point, just there. You'll see all it's asking for is water, nothing else. So I've got this one running tomatoes as I have the standard in-game one, and you'll see we've got 38 litres there already. The recipe is 768, which is double what the standard one is, but also it's a 1 to 1.5, whereas I think the standard tomato is a 1 to 1, so you're getting a little bit more on the recipe and a faster speed. The lettuce is a 2 to 1.5, whereas it's a 2 to 1 on the standard. Yes, that's running at 384, which is double standard. And then this one, again, this is a 1 to 3 rather than the 1 to 2 on the recipe, and also 768. So you've got 30, what we can look at there, we've got 34 litres in that one, we've got 39 litres in that one, we've got 312 on the strawberries because it's a 1 to 3. And if we go to our standard tomatoes, only 13 litres. So the standard one also just requires water. Obviously they haven't got the full greenhouse thing over the top of them. They are open, they are running at double the speed, and 1 to 3 ratio on your strawberries as well is pretty cool, very handy. Again, just to add to the selection, there are tons of greenhouses out there. This might be the sort of thing you are looking for. The Greenhouse Pack by Grimlock RRC. Next, we've got this on the front of the tractor. This is the John Deere Pickup 900 No Top Link by CA Agri. 0.22 megabytes download, 2 slots, 950 to buy, and there are no options. So it's under build, but it's under tools and weights. 950, no options, no top link, front weight. Nice and straightforward. John Deere Pickup 900 No Top Link by CA Agri. Oh yeah, next we've got this. This is the Sugar Beet Piler by Jason, aka J-Rock. It's 13 slots and 7 slots. We've got the Sugar Beet Piler, and then we've got the tear dirt production that comes with it. Now, this one's a little bit puzzling. A Sugar Beet Piler, the design of this is you put sugar beet in, runs through the system, takes out all the stones, all the dirt, all the muck and rubbish, and leaves you with nice clean sugar beet then. It doesn't wash them or anything, but it does that. So you would think you would get tear dirt and your sugar beet afterwards. However, and the recipe doesn't help with that misconception, I think, but then you've got the tear dirt machine production here, which takes the tear dirt and turns it into fertilizer. So what in essence this whole thing does, it takes sugar beet, turns it into fertilizer, basically, because you don't get your sugar beet back. So even though it's just run through and taken the dirt and stones out, there's nowhere to get your sugar beet back out of it. So in essence is you're running it for that. So we click on here, we have got materials missing. We've got quite a bit of tear dirt. So what I'm going to do is just unload in here. It's a fairly quick process. We unload it in like so. It's got a nice animation. Runs through, goes out, runs out the end onto the pile, so it's doing what it should be doing, all that kind of stuff. Now, this isn't movable once it's placed, it's set in place. But as you can see there, 10,000, and the recipe says 400 tear dirt to 10,000 sugar beet. But that's basically just saying for every 10,000 you put through, you're getting 400 of tear dirt. It's not saying you're going to get your sugar beet back out the other side. So whatever sugar beet you're putting in, you're going to lose, but you will gain the tear dirt, which will then gain you your solid fertilizer. And the next one down, I'll show you in a moment, is the tear dirt processor. That's a 10,000 to 10,000. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. We all know that sugar beet is a high crop yield, high yielding crop, so you'll get a fair bit out of it. And what I'm going to do now is take this, turn that off. The tear dirt that we do have. There we go. Sit down there. Turn that on. And at 600 cycles per month, but also 10 to 10, you'll see the solid fertilizer is going to ramp up really quickly. And it's a 10,000, 10,000. Scale that down, it's a 1-to-1 ratio, so you're getting exactly back out what you put in tear dirt. So the whole thing becomes a production for that. Under build mode and productions, factories is where you'll find them both. 50 grand for the sugar beet piler, which was 13 slots. Slot count comes down to 1. And then 12,500 for the tear dirt process. It's actually not that expensive for a production for making fertilizer. Plus, it's something a bit different, to have in game and have on your map and that sort of thing. Especially if you're running a lot of sugar beet, it's a different way of making your fertilizer. That one was 7 slots, which comes down to 1 as well. No color options or anything on those at all. And then once your fertilizers run through, you can look at the speed that's going. That's going to get through that in absolutely no time at all. Come back under, grab your solid fertilizer. I can probably do that straight away. Or, I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be able to bring a fertilising machine straight over, but if you've got storage for it or whatever you want to do with it. So I'm not going to... Oh, okay, there we go. Where's that start filling? There we go. Solid fertiliser out. Very nice indeed. The sugar beet piler. Now, I was hoping I wasn't going to do this, and I wasn't intending on doing this, but I'm looking at my time, and I don't think I can get the rest of the mods done in one part. And I'm sorry, I know people get really angry when I do this. Giants did it again, and I'm going to say this now. I was going to say this in the last one I did, and I thought no, because people will get cross, and I'm having a pop at Giants and that kind of thing. But I'm going to say this now. Now, this isn't from a content creator's perspective, and when I do mod reviews, I'm not the only person in the world doing mod reviews. You know, there's a lot of us doing mod reviews. Putting out so many, and again, for me personally in the UK, so late on a Friday doesn't help me at all. But it's not about whether it helps me or not. It's my job. It's what I do. What I personally feel is that when giants do this, and they might have been busy all week, and that's fine, putting out a few each day is better than putting out loads and loads and loads on one day, because loads and loads and loads on one day does not do the modders a kindness. It doesn't help them at all, because if you drop, I don't know, 15 a day, 20 a day, let's say 15 for argument's sake, I can do that mod review, anyone can do a mod review, show off those mods, show off all the features, show everything cool about them and say, look, this is brilliant, use this. If they don't put mods out for 3 or 4 days, then on one day they drop 50 mods. To try and get that done in a sensible time frame, you have to rush through, and you miss things, and you don't give them the time they deserve. You don't give the modders the time they deserve for the time they put in to show off their mods. So I personally think by doing this, they're doing the modders a massive disservice. Not just, and also for you guys, for anyone out there, when you get so many mods drop in one go, and like the other week when there were, I mean, a ridiculous amount of updates as well, to sift through all of those and find things. Most people are like, you know what, I haven't got time to go through all these mods. You'll glance over, you'll pick one or two and think, oh, that looks quite cool, I might do that. I just don't think it's a great way of doing it. I know it won't change, but I'm just saying, you know, I can only apologise. So, unfortunately, this is the end of part 1. We're going to end with the sugar beet piler. There is more to come. We've got some more equipment machinery, we've got some cultivators, seeders, we've got tedders, we've got fuel tanks, we've got some vehicles. There's a whole load more. So please join me for the second part. Little things should come up for part 2 in just a moment. But anyway, I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.